Good job, Igor. Your chances of survival just increased.
How are things, Professor?
Hey,
But I can show you.
actually,
How are things, Professor?
hey,
But I can show.
fantastic.
Today, I'll teach you more about navigating obstacles and dropping to the ground without breaking your hip. It'll come in handy, I promise. This is going to be something special. Just you wait, partner. Can't wait to see you in action. Similar rules. Enter the maze and finish it. And at the very end, you'll find a special treat. Just be prepared for anything. Go! Go and make your mentor proud! Don't think, partner. Jump! You still got it. I knew it. I can see you need to work on your foot strike. Use all the strength of both legs to push you off the ground. Imagine you're doing this for Tatiana. Parkour is not really your cup of tea, huh? Just try not to fall down any stairs, alright? This is not a man's way to die. If you don't overthink it, miracles can happen. Nietzsche wrote,
Inshallah,
"There's
inshallah.
more wisdom in
Dobra.
your body than in your deepest physiology." Or,
That's
philosophy, or something. You know what I mean. You'll always land on your feet like a cat.
Ahhoz van egészen. De hogy is. Aztán nem tudok menni én
I'm not
sem.
accustomed to
Nem
doling out
fölmenni.
praise, so try and appreciate it. You did good during your training. Nice job.
Igor, I need to tell you something. Remember when you asked me why the lurkers stay away from our village? I wasn't entirely honest with you.
All right.
I don't know exactly how it works, but Matvey has a way of keeping these creatures at a distance. He has this strange powder. It calls it dust, but it's secret. Only a handful of people even know it exists.
Dust? Why are you telling me about this?
Because I can see you for what you are now.
And what's that?
A forthright and honorable man. Maybe a little awkward in social situations. Anyway, it'll help us in your heist. You should get your hands on some as soon as possible.
Well, if it works, there must be something to it. I should definitely look into it.
You should.
Okay, I'll check it out first chance I get.
Magic powder? It's not really your style to believe in such things, is it, Igor? Still, if there's any truth to it, it could be your best chance to defeat the shadows, and perhaps even him, the Black Stalker.
Watch out for those bastards, Igor. I heard on the radio that they're sending more troops to Red Forest.
Olga, we've got a situation here.
What's wrong?
Your village. It looks abandoned, destroyed, burned down.
What? Oh, God damn it. Oh, we'll check it out. Find out what happened.
I'm really sorry, Olga. They're all dead.
No.
I don't know what to say.
Do you know how they died?
Some of them were shot, but the wounds don't make sense. It looks like they were executed in their sleep.
No. Are you sure that everyone's gone? What about Kostya? Matvey?
I don't know, Olga.
Just take a look around. See if you can find out what happened.
I will. I found something else.
More dead?
No. It's a tape recorder. Your name is written on the tape.
Okay, play the tape, Igor.
My beloved Olga, my sweetheart, I made a terrible mistake. I only wanted you to see what I saw. That Matvey is a tyrant, that he's hiding things from us, and that he was putting everyone in unnecessary danger. I needed to weaken him so I could make things right. For us, I spiked the food. I thought I knew what I was doing, but someone mixed up the pots and the anesthetic ended in everyone's meals. I woke up to gunshots in the middle of the night. NAR stormed the village and killed everyone in their sleep. Only I survived because I ran. I ran like a coward. I wanted to prove myself to you so bad. My scheming got everyone killed. So this is it, my love. My confession. I was never a religious type, but I will go and ask the dead for forgiveness before I join them. It's the only decent thing left for me to do. Goodbye, Olga.
What? I can't believe it. I can't do this. I can't handle this.
There's more. This is hard for me to say, but I knew Kostya was up to something.
What are you saying?
He wanted to prove himself to you, to show that Matvey wasn't fit to lead. I took him at his word. He promised to help me in my mission.
I'm not interested in your excuses right now. I want you to go to that cemetery and find Kostya.
So you had to blurt out everything just to feel better, huh? It won't help Olga. She has suffered enough.
Looks like someone did us a solid. Still, we need to find this white powder shit.
Huh? You're talking about the kind you put up your nose?
No, we've got that at the base already. This is something else.
Olga, I found Kostya. He's...
Yes?
He shot himself. It was quick. I'm so sorry. I didn't see that coming.
Nobody did. Please give me a moment.
Jesus. This isn't really a cemetery, is it? It looks more like a mass grave.
I know, but it gives this awful place a kind of dignity, doesn't it? NAR used to dump bodies here. Phosphorus, slate lime. In time, it'll burn everything up. I found my mom there, what's left of her.
What? Why didn't you tell me? Any other secrets you'd like to share?
I didn't want you to know about this place until now. Besides, everyone has secrets. The only question is, how harmful are they?
I'll check the bones, if you don't mind. Unbelievable. Is it possible they were telling the truth?
What's going on?
Remember when I told you about Chernobylite being a giant turtle that supports the Earth? It could be true. Well, at least partially.
What do you mean?
It seems to be organic. Moreover, it shows signs of basic cognitive functioning. To put it plainly, it learns. That's why it avoids the lye and phosphorus. Incredible. That explains why the shadows won't touch it. I have no idea how Matvey came up with this, but he hit the jackpot.
You can tell me the rest when you get back. Bring the dust.
I told you to return to the UK, Igor, but I see you didn't listen. Well, it's understandable in a way. You're constantly interfering in everyone's business. You're the wild card of the zone. There's no telling if you'll end up on the side of the heroes or the rats.
You're talking gibberish.
You think I don't know you've been talking to Semenov? Perhaps even Kozlov? Who else, I wonder? But your little gang of misfits and rejects has no idea you're playing both sides.
How do you...
You really are naive, aren't you, Igor? Like a lost little boy. That big brain of yours still can't comprehend what's really going on. Perhaps you're not so special after all.
Rat? Why did he call you a rat, Mousy?
They're using you, and you can't even see it. Did you ever think to stop running everyone's errands for 5 minutes and ask yourself why you're here? Why you're really here?
You're insane. Chernobylite is messing with your mind. Listen, I never sold anyone out. Someone sent me a picture of Tatiana, and I saw her in my dreams. She called out for me to find her.
You're a goddamn liar. She would never. No, you don't belong here.
It's the truth, and I can tell you believe it.
You're delusional. Semenov used a photograph to lure you here, to get you to mess with my plans. He made you his puppet, whether you realize it or not.
You underestimate me, old friend. Yes, I know it's you, Boris. What happened to you? We had our differences back in the day, but we were also good friends, the three of us. Tatiana has always been the most important person in my life. That's true. But that doesn't mean I don't care about anyone else, about my friends.
Friends? Sure, Boris and Igor, bosom comrades to the end. Cross my heart and all that. It's really bizarre to see you claiming something that doesn't belong to you. If only you knew.
I honestly have no idea what you're talking about, but I don't care. I will find Tatiana. If I have to go through you to do so, I will.
You're not lacking in courage, Igor. But courage without knowledge is indistinguishable from stupidity. Do you understand what you're up against? I know you talked to those half-wits in my lab. Their indiscretion cost them their lives, by the way.
You killed them for telling me that crazy theory of yours? That Chernobylite is an organism so powerful it can produce singularities and wormholes inside its own multi-dimensional body?
Believe what you want. But how do you hope to challenge such power if you can't even defeat me? You're so far out of your depth, you don't even realize. I have my own plans, and they don't involve you. Not yet, anyway. I'm not going to kill you, not today. You can thank her for that. But I can't make any promises about the future. Who knows what the future will bring? I sincerely hope I never see you again, Igor.
That was impressive, what you did back there. You faced a monster and survived. Not everyone can say that. And you two have history, right? Damn. Respect, man. Really.
Thanks, I guess.
But keep your eyes on the prize, okay? We're not done quite yet.
Ez érdekes lenne ez a Tatjánás dolog. Egyik azt mondja, a fekete stalker, hogy meghal. A másik azt mondja, hogy él, csak az erőműben van.
Yes, it was quite an experience.
Don't worry.
Oda nem kíváncsiak, hogy mi a faszom van be.
Or even a lesser rat. You have a pure heart. I trust you. But now we know exactly what we're up against. Chernobylite is the evil that descended upon this world. It's the true face of the Rat King. Listen to me, Igor. Whatever the cost, we have to destroy it.
Szerű. Na. Mindenki hozott mindent. Mindenki sikeres, azért mindenki ugyanannyi ételadagot kap. Csak hogy ne legyen itt probléma ezzel. Na. Egy nyomozás kell még, és aztán lehet indítani itt a végső hadjáratot. Egy képességponton van, hát azzal pont semmit nem tudok csinálni. A bázis az jól van, minden oké. Valami szimulációt le tudunk ott rakni. Vagy hát ezt alkertem. Piros ruhás nő, a nézzük. Szimuláció futtatása. Nézzük ki ez a piros ruhás nő. Na. Tom. Na. Szűk.
You're absolutely sure about that, Professor Semonov?
It's the only logical explanation. How else would Amelieva's gamma brainwaves be able to interact with Chernobylite if it wasn't at least partially sentient? And what about the gate?
Some advanced form of telekinesis.
Jó. Na. És kiderül, hogy what's happening here. Ágyadba hozod ide? Talán akkor itt is marad.
That's not a sufficient explanation, not by a long shot.
But if what you're saying is true, that would mean that the wormholes are... No, that is impossible.
Why impossible? Think about it. Just because we've never seen an organism powerful enough to create, withstand, or even direct the exotic energy found near black holes, doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Akkor... Lefele. Kíváncsi, hogy itt már lehet, hogy valami azért, hogy többet megtudunk a tettányos szarról.
So these fractal tunnels, they're also organic. So we're what? Traveling through the veins of a giant multidimensional Moby Dick?
Right now, thanks to his trials, only the Black Stalker is. And if you like to play with metaphors, I would say more like a giant multi-dimensional squid.
And that would make the shadows, what? Some kind of external white blood cells?
Gyere, tovább kell mennünk. Ne nyomj bele a mikrofonba, köszi.
I quite like that theory. They are here to nourish the main host and protect it from intruders and diseases.
Us?
Most of us, yes.
Shadows emerged through the unstable gate, so you don't think it was retaliation or an invasion?
No. I would rather call it the reaction of an organism that was attacked by something foreign.
A Semonov az egy beteg állat.
By foreign, you mean our test subjects? So shadows are some sort of antibodies?
Exciting, isn't it? And Amelieva is like the correct protein, the conduit. She can communicate with the beast, but the beast can also speak through her.
I've seen what happened to subjects who were exposed to Chernobylite. Getting some FaceTime with this must be unsettling.
Lefele.
What do you care? Our names will go down in the history books next to Newton and Einstein.
Einstein.
Semonov, this is all worth it.
So Chernobylite is some kind of sentient, multi-dimensional organism. And man can communicate with it. This is... I can't even wrap my head around this.
Szóval akkor ezért kellett nekik a tetjelne. Valahol... Mi ez? Raktárvilágban. De durván néz ki,
So
bassz.
long, my love. Why can't I hear you anymore? Since you gave birth to the boy and fell into a coma. You used to visit me in my dreams. I miss our conversations. I miss you, Tanya. Sometimes I think I lost my way in all this. Lost myself.
Mi van?
We both made so many sacrifices, and now I'm not even sure what awaits us at the end of this road. But this is our only chance to be together. You cannot lose hope now. Please, just let Semenov have what he wants. Give it to him, and then we can have each other.
Poor bastard. It seems his delusion keeps him going. But I need to focus. I have to find out what Tanya is supposed to give to Semenov.
Ezt Tatjana ő lenne. Komoly. Luxus szoba.
It's fascinating, Professor
Hartford's.
Sarnoff, really. But I'm here to discuss business, not scientific curiosities. Our investors need to see a return on their investment.
You don't need to worry about that. It can be monetized in ways they can't even imagine.
But that's just the thing. These people don't like surprises. They want to know precisely what to expect. New types of weapons, medicine, a new means of transportation.
All of that, and more. You can tell your precious investors that the millions they're pouring into our project will come back to them as billions.
And what about the Duga radar? It's been drawing all kinds of unnecessary attention over the years. These dark tourists and those damn stalkers.
It has served its purpose. You can scrap it and make it raise us for
Sorry?
all I care. We've got Amelieva now. She's the ultimate conduit.
Ezért kellett nekik.
What we have in the works right now, it will transform the NAR into the biggest conglomerate in the world. It's going to be a $1 trillion business.
Megint a pénz,
We'll use
pénz.
Amelieva to stabilize the gate to another world, the Chernobylite's world. And once we are able to travel there, this will be a revolution unlike anything humanity has ever witnessed. You could call it an ontological shock.
Ontolo what? Never mind. Okay, as long as you find a safe way of putting a dollar sign on it, you've got the permission of the board. But, you know, just keep your feet on the ground, okay, Professor? We're here to make money, not destroy the world or cause shocks of any kind.
I've got it all under control. Everything is in place, and our patient zero is ready.
Dear God. So that's what Semenov needs Tanya for? Stabilizing a wormhole? A gate to the origin of Chernobylite. I need to get to the power plant and find her fast, before he can carry out this insane plan. Who knows what can happen to her, or to the world? I've got to make a plan, and move fast.
Akkor megtudtuk, hogy Tatjana azért kell neki, mert ő tud kapcsolatba lépni ezzel a Chernobylittel, ami egy ilyen élő orgazmus féleség. Ő tartja nyitva ezeket a féregjáratokat. Elvileg akkor életben van, csak annó 30 évvel ezelőtt azért kapták el, mert rájöttek, hogy ő tud ezzel kommunikálni, kapcsolatba lépni. Legalábbis eddig ez a helyzet. Woman in red dress. Piros ruhás nő. Na. lényegében akkor mindennel végeztünk. Összeesküvés megvan, hazugságok hálója megvan, fekete stalker megvan, ott kiderült, hogy a Boris az elvileg, piros ruhás nő meg akkor a Tatjana. Ja, azt is tudjuk, hogy miért kell nekik. Végében mindenre fény derült. Még mielőtt neki megyünk itt a questnek, ami lehet, hogy az utolsó. Sőt, szerintem biztos. Kéne lőszert gyártani az AK-ba. Ez nem az. Ez az. Ebből gyártunk akkor egy párat. Jó. Uh, 20-40, de hol a többi? Hármat gyár. Na. Ja, illetve van akkor meg 3 képességpontom, amit el tudok. Persze, azon fog tudni most tanulni. Ja, itt is meg vagyunk, akkor lényegében lehet ez az utcsó questünk, mert ja, végeztünk. Akkor rajtaütés indítása.
Everyone, it's time to hit the power plant. We all know it's not going to be easy. We tried before, and not everyone made it. But this time we're smarter and better prepared. I know we can do this. We have to do this. It's the only way we can find Tatjana and end NAR.
Mercy. You're talking about striking at the heart of the Rat King. But have you learned everything possible about his plans?
I have evidence that NAR was conducting Chernobylite experiments back in the 90s. Tatjana and her baby were 2 of their subjects. With the rate at which their technology is progressing, soon, nothing will be able to stop them. We must act now.
What about that black mask-wearing motherfucker? Have you identified him?
His name is Boris Glukov. He, Tatjana, and I were close friends until he betrayed us. He helped the KGB gather evidence against Tatjana, then continued to work for NAR after my accident. He experimented on himself with Chernobylite and ended up with great power. He's strong, one of the strongest, but we can beat him. Together.
Do you know what NAR is actually doing at the power plant? Why is it so important? And what does it have to do with Tatiana?
NAR wants to create a permanent wormhole to the Chernobylite world and get to its source. Tatiana's abilities are needed to support the space-time bridge. It's hard to know what happens if they succeed. But what they're doing is unbelievably risky. They could unleash something horrific on this world, or become unstoppable themselves. But we're never going to know the outcome. Because we're going to stop them.
I like the pep talk, Professor. I think you even gave me a bit of a job. But do we have the right tools for the job?
Yes, we do. We've got everything we need to infiltrate the power plant. This is much bigger than anything any of us has done before.
Na mindent megtudtunk, mindenre fény derül.
This is your chance.
One organization holding this much power is against everything I believe in. And besides, this is personal for me. Count me in.
You know how I feel. The Rat King must be stopped at all costs, Mercy. I'm in.
I started out doing this for a paycheck. But I'm going to end it for my brother in arms. For Anton. Let's do this.
Whatever it takes to protect my people and drive NAR out, I'm on board.
You think I'm gonna back out now and miss the best part? Fuck no! I'm with you, Igor.
I appreciate your trust. We can't count on the element of surprise, but we know enough about NAR's vulnerabilities to make this work. Time and again, NAR has shown they would rather capture than kill me. We can use this to our advantage. We'll dress somebody up as an NAR officer, escorting a prisoner. Me. That's our ticket inside. We have 2 NAR uniforms, both male. Any takers?
I'll do it. I have no problem posing as an NAR officer. My hand is still giving me trouble, but I can deal with it.
You should take someone who can keep his cool when things go sideways, as they inevitably do. Trust me on that.
You're not seriously thinking about going without me? I'm a blast at parties. Ask anyone.
All right, we still have 1 more uniform. Any takers?
Mihalő vagy Saskó, mind a kettő egy elvetemült állat. Tehát éppen őrültre van itt szükség. Mindig megőrizte hidegvérét a feszült helyzetekben. Nézzük Saskót akkor.
NAR must have upgraded its digital defense perimeter and surveillance system by now. A skillful hacker should be able to at least temporarily disable them.
I'm your man, Mousy. The great Ratcatcher has blessed me with a knack for that kind of thing. Electronics, surveillance, computers. There's no one better than me.
Wouldn't call myself a black hat, but I know enough. As long as we don't get into serious stuff, I should do fine.
Hatalmas tapasztalat a technika és az átlinket terén jól fog jönni. Okos és tudja, hogyan kell bánni az alapvető elektronik. Maradjon tarakán.
Someone who can take down a target from a distance, or at least create a diversion.
Firearms are my preferred method of solving problems, but I can definitely distract them.
My shooting's impaired since I injured my hand, but I can manage.
What's there to consider? I'm your gal, Igor.
Last but not least, a spy. I want someone to monitor NAR activities and keep us informed about their moves.
I've been watching these assholes fight the reflection for years. I know how they think. I'm your guy.
I know the power plant like a boy knows the woods behind his house. Let me take
Ezért maradt már csak Mihalék, szóval...
Does everyone know what to do?
Mesterlövészként technikus és a kézbehatoló. És a főnök. Let's do this! Na.
This is it, my love.
Elérkeztünk a játék végéhez.
You've been through so much for me. Make sure you're ready, because it will take everything you have. Your wits, your strength, your plan, your companion's loyalty, everything. Good luck, my love.
Amúgy nem szereztünk snipert, meg semmit, nem is tudom, hogy kellett volna. Bár... az a taktikai táblán. Az jó, hogy itt nincs térkép. Majd ők fognak bevinni.
I'm ready, though my hand still hurts like hell.
If the uniform doesn't get us in, we have 1 more ace up our sleeve. Their friend-enemy password. They say, we quell the storm. And we reply, and ride the thunder. Remember it. Before we enter the lion's den, I need to triple check everything is ready. How's my techie? Have you logged into their system?
I'm in, Mousy. What do you need me to do? I will let bypass security. You ask and I'll do it. But don't be rash. Once we get started, it's only a matter of time before they kick me out again.
Spy check. How are my eyes and ears?
Eyes are bright and my ears are wide open. I got the plans and codes up and I can hear those boring fuckers chatter like they were sitting in my lap. No worries, Igor. With me on your side, this'll be like walking to the grocery store.
Sniper, are you in position? Have you got eyes on?
I'm all set, Igor, and I feel good. This is just like my hunting days. I could shoot the fly off your lapel.
Jó, és most hogyan tovább?
There are a few sentries outside the gate. That's obstacle number 1.
Taking them out quickly is certainly an option, and with the silencer, I should be able to keep my position. It's your call, Igor.
Better use the side passage for now. You can always kill them on your way out. Don't forget that you're a prisoner, Igor. Downcast, hopeless. Use this to our advantage.
Nem vagyok jó szerepjátékos, de jó tervnek tűnik. Mesterlőszed intézze el őket, keresse egy másik útvonalat.
Okay, showtime. This better work.
Egyszerűen nincs lábam. Hol a lábam? Isten. Kurva milyen katona.
Who goes there? Stand down, Private, and clear the way. I'm escorting this stalker to his interrogation.
Yeah, I mean, yes, sir. You can find the brass in the tent behind the gates. I assume you know the way?
Jó, át lettek beszorintva.
So far, so good. But it's getting harder now. NAR's upgraded some of the old security features.
The electronics are the least of your worries. Nobody said anything about this exposed courtyard. You stand out like a signal flare at a funeral, Igor. Be extra careful.
Security checkpoint. What used to be a radiation detector is now a biometric scanner. Clever.
I already found the right database. I'll upload your biometric data, and you can walk right through.
I can't get a line of sight on all of them. Maybe I should target those fuel tanks on the far side of the gates. That'll keep them distracted long enough for you to slip past. But if we do that, I'll have to fall back from this position.
Those NAR security systems can be broken by someone with enough know-how. Those IT wankers probably spent their upgrade budget on porn.
Jó, hogy elfordították, ha?
Once those gates read my biometrics, my cover will be blown. We need to convince them somehow that we're friendlies.
Tarakan, I like your thinking.
One moment. Yes. Done and done. Those gates won't be a problem, Mousy.
Time to move. With a little luck, they won't notice us.
They won't notice. Na? Remélem sikerült kikapcsolni az öregnek, bazd meg is. Oké, és... Ez az. Egy szép munka.
The entrance should be very close. It's a large metal door to the tech access corridor. Nothing I can't handle.
Remember the charges I prepared for breaching security doors? Powerful, but quiet. Like sticking a curling iron into a pound of butter. Or maybe you want to save them for later.
Keep your head down, Igor. There's a fucking sniper on the building above you.
Stop yelling! How do you know?
Picked it up on the radio. They haven't made you yet, but if you trigger the alarm, they'll come down on you like a swarm of Katyushas.
Damn! If I force the lock, it'll trigger the alarm. This will be tough.
I can try to remotely unlock the door without tripping the alarm, but no guarantees. You'll have to move very quickly, Mousy.
Well, you put that guy on the platform to sleep, and you can make as much noise as you want.
The lock is wired to the alarm system, but Sashko's charges will destroy both the lock and the trigger mechanism. I should be fine. Tarakan, I like your thinking.
Give me a minute, Mousy. Okay, it's open. Now, run, or you'll have NAR rats stepping on your tail.
Ne bazd meg.
Another life lost because of you. What happened to your grand plans? Your companion is about to meet his end in this reality. You should figure out what led to this so you can plan accordingly next time.
Mi van?
Sniper fire! We gotta move! Olivier! No! Olivier! Damn it!
That's too.
Geci.
Olivier! We have to help him!
Ilyenkor mi van? És mindig lódolgassam be?
The entrance should be very close. It's a large metal door to the tech access corridor. Nothing I can't handle.
Remember the charges I prepared for breaching security doors? Powerful, but quiet. Like sticking a curling iron into a pound of butter. Or maybe you want to save them for later.
Na mi legyen? Bazd meg.
Down, Igor. There's a fucking sniper on the building up.
Stop yelling!
Picked it up on the radio. They haven't made you yet, but if you trigger the alarm, they'll come down on you like a...
Damn! If I force the lock, it'll trigger the alarm. This will be tough.
I can try to remotely unlock the door without tripping the alarm, but no gap.
Well, you put that guy on the platform to sleep, and you can make as much noise as you want.
The lock is wired to the alarm system, but Sashko's charges will destroy both the lock and the trigger mechanism. I should be fine.
Akkor nézzük Saskót.
Charges armed. Stay back.
Lesz jó. Ez jó. Saskós működött itt.
We made it inside. We're safe, at least for now. These tunnels just about make a beeline. What the fuck? The electronics are sizzling as if they're going to explode.
That's to be expected, Mousy. The power plant's electrical system is antiquated, falling apart. Igor, the water is electrified. Don't touch it.
Igen, egy...
I have access to the circuit board. Perhaps I can cut power to the nearest corridor.
Have you been listening, Mousy? I can turn off the entire sector remotely, no problem. I'll only leave the light on at your location.
I can't shoot the switchboard, can I? I would have to go there in person, which would almost certainly compromise my position. I'll be out of the game after that.
Tarakan, I like your thinking.
Today, the
Lehet, hogy ez is rossz lesz.
Mousy. You're completely now safe.
Aki hal meg. Egyelőre jók vagyunk. Már egy lódot be kellett iktatni. Ezek hova a faszomba tűntek? Most körbe-körbe futkosok? Nem, itt vannak.
We're getting close to the reactor floor. I think we managed to dodge the main security detail. As long as we maintain our cover, we should be good.
Step very fucking lightly now, Igor. The place is swarming with those cocksuckers. NAR's beefed up security around ARC for some reason. Either they're preparing for something, or you're walking straight into a goddamn trap.
Fasza.
I'm in the Golden Corridor. It looks like NAR beefed up security after our little escapade. Not unexpected.
Don't be a fool, Igor. Let me take care of it. If I can take them all down silently, they'll be dead before they know what hit them.
We have to convince NAR that we're their contractors. That's our ticket inside.
Látszva lett a legjobb megoldás erre, már felkészültünk, túl messzire jutottunk ahhoz, hogy kockáztassunk. Na?
All right, Olga. Do it.
Wise choice, Professor. One shot, one kill. No luck, just skill.
Apukám! Hát mi történt itt? Ezt a kurva. Bassz meg. Úgy leszette őket.
Damn. We need to get past these scientists.
I can help, Igor. You don't need sniper cover at this point anyway. I'll come closer and see if I can stir up some trouble and get the scientists to evacuate. That'll clear the area if necessary.
The Brainiacs have their own dedicated comms. I could put my fabulous acting skills to work and tell them to fuck off, but it's a two-man job.
The great Ratcatcher has smiled upon you today. I can help.
Itt válasszunk be ezzel.
Soldiers, they won't buy our fairy tale. If we don't come up with something convincing, they'll sound the alarm the moment they see us.
Aj, mi legyen.
What are you doing here? This is a restricted area.
Ah, shit.
Security, we have an intruder on site. Intruder, sound the alarm!
You failed. You let your friend down. You let me down. Thanks to your planning, your companion's existence is about to end in this timeline.
Úristen, a főmenübe. Szar, hogy be lehet amúgy lódolni. Akkor így lényegében te elbaszod, mindig belódolod, szóval nincs az, hogy ebben az időben tényleg izé van. Megmurdáltak.
I can help.
The great rat.
They're not so...
Tarakan, I like your thinking.
Sounds good, Mousy. It shouldn't take long to hack the comms.
Attention! Pneumonia! Achtung! The reactor's about to explode! Run for your lives, everyone!
What kind of nonsense is this? The reactor cannot
Fuck it, Anatoly. A break is a break.
Ez most működött? Az már mi van itt, geci?
These old ventilation ducts will take me straight to the Ark.
What the hell is this? Was it here before? Looks like some sci-fi fucking movie prop.
The door is trapped. Touch it, and I'll spend my last moments on Earth convulsing on the dirty floor. This door wasn't supposed to be here.
Mousy, the ventilation duct should not be secured. The Rat King is watching and waiting. I can feel it.
The main generator's in sight. If I sabotage it, you'll have a few moments before the backup comes online.
Wait, Igor. Remember the map you borrowed from that fucker Semenov? It shows another way in. Guess it was worth it in the end, huh?
Your plan sounds reasonable, Mikhail. Do it.
The doors are behind you, Igor. Cut through the crap on the other side, and you'll find a nice, fat ventilation duct. Climb up in there, and it'll take you straight to the Ark.
merre? Ezt itt. Ezt. Eddig kétszer kellett belódolni.
Are you seeing those creatures? I hope the bars hold. I might be able to open the gate from this panel, but there's a chance I'll release the things in those cages as well.
So this is the heart of darkness. Just as menacing as I imagined it to be. I will gladly burn it all to the ground. The NAR will track me down afterwards, but I don't care. I have reached my destination, Igor. This place is one big fucking trap and totally off-grid. The only way to open it from where you are is to crash the whole system. Unless you have some explosives. The Ark is just outside.
Kinyitatjuk a kaput. Hogyha kihekkelem, akkor viszont a rakán megtalálják és megölik. Az biztos. Nézzük ezt. Ja, hogy ez a kihekkelem? Most akkor így meghaltam?
What's wrong with you, Igor? How foolish can you be? How did you not see this coming?
De bazd meg, hát Tarakán azt mondta, Geci, hogy akkor meg fog halni, hogyha kihal. Jó, akkor megint lódolunk. Lényegében már elvesztettem mindenkit szinte. Ez egy furcsa, be lehet lódolni, mert igazából nem így kéne végződnie. Én fél csapatom már kihalt volna. Mi értelme van az idősíkos megváltoztatónak, ahol vissza tudnék menni? Itt van erre a load game. Akkor itt rányomok arra, hogy akkor Tarakán. Hát akkor kihekkel.
Behold, Mousy. In a brief moment, everything will shut down and the door open to you. This has been the adventure of a lifetime. Thank you, Igor. Now you must face the Rat King's ultimate secret alone.
Akkor nem értem, de...
Igor, the rats found me. I tried to fight them off, but there were so many.
Tarakan!
You heard the man move! The priority is to protect the lab!
Damn!
No.
Looks like we'll have to fight our way out.
The great rat catcher is calling me. It's all up to you now, my boy. Don't waste your chance.
Tarakan? Tarakan! Oh my god!
Ezt nem tudom, ezt lehetne úgy csinálni, hogy senki nem hal meg. Bár itt nem jött be a Tatjánás dolog, hogy ez az idővonal el van basszva. Eddig mindig bejött az a... Rosszul raktam össze a csapatot.
There's no other choice.
akkor meg mi halunk meg.
Tango spotted. Engage the will.
Úristen, geci.
There's blood on your hands, Igor. You didn't prepare well enough.
Mi lesz, hogy nem készültem fel elég jó, geci? Hölk úr.
This could have been prevented if you'd have prepared better.
Jó, hát akkor szopjon, ebbe betöltem újra, Istennek így. Mindegy, mert a Tarakán meghalt, szóval... vágom. Valahogy biztos meg lehetne csinálni úgyis, hogy mindenki túlélje, de hát most újra végigmenni itt mindig választáson.
All right, Olga. Do it.
I'm going, Igor. Don't forget me. At least not for a while.
It came from outside. Move! All units, evacuate the power plant. Let's go! Go, go, go!
De így akkor az Olga hal meg.
Olga! What's going on? Talk to me!
All I see is blood. Oh, shit. I think I'm dying.
Ez kurva jó.
Hold on, everyone. Olga. Wait here and watch the perimeter. I have to do this alone.
It's too late for me. I just finished the mission. Don't screw this up, Kimanuk.
Olga? Olga, can you hear me? Oh, no!
Mi a payload kell itt csinálni? Mi van? Erre.
Tatiana, finally.
Pretty hot.
Igor, my love. My child.
It's been so very long, but it's finally you. It has to be you.
You know it in your heart, my love. I've been calling out to you for all these years, and you answered.
But how?
You shouldn't be here. It's a mistake. You'll only bring great misery on us all. My poor little boy. All of us together, finally. Release me, my love. Free me.
What did you call me? I don't understand. What can I do?
There's nothing you can do. You have to end this. Both of us. We're a mistake. An abomination. Close the portal. Destroy the connection.
What connection?
The connection is the strongest force in the universe. It cannot be destroyed. It has to be completed. It is our destiny. Go to the reactor. Find it, my love. It is waiting for you.
Find what?
No more waiting. Please, can't you just let me die? I can't take any more.
Tanya?
Go. Die. Fade. Portal.
Tatiana, are you still there?
Boris, help. Die. Igor.
I don't understand. Oh, fuck.
Reactor. Chernobylite.
Well, what do I do?
Ja.
I need to figure this out.
Hi, Igor. Happy to see me.
Olivier, what are you doing?
Do you really need to ask? Did you think I was an idiot right from the beginning?
Put the gun down. Whatever it is, we can work it out.
You are such an asshole. I've been helping you all this time. I made sacrifices. I lost my best friend just to help you find this dear old lady of yours.
Olivier, please.
Not once, not fucking once did you offer to help me. It was always about you. Semenov was right after all, every word.
Semenov? What's he got to do with... Wait.
Yes, I was working for Semenov. He hired me to keep tabs on you. It went pretty well until your black mask buddy went off-piste and killed Anton.
But Semenov? Why would you work for that lunatic? What could he possibly offer?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe a chance to change what cannot be changed? To go back in time and save my squad?
But that's crazy.
Crazy, sure. Is it any crazier than going for an interdimensional walk in a
Bassza
tunnel
meg, Oliver.
time?
I'm not saying it's impossible, but...
But helping me was never on your agenda, was it? I should have seen it sooner. Besides, you're not the only one experiencing strange fucking things, you know. I keep having these dreams where I die. I wake up and I live again. I see our friends being killed because of your screw-ups. Then it's a new day and everything's normal again. It's motherfucking Groundhog Day in hell. What do you have to say to that?
I don't know what to tell you. You're right. I just never thought anyone else would see it. I thought it was only me.
Sure. Semenov isn't the one with the Messiah complex. You are. But today the Messiah descends from the clouds and helps his companions, right?
Komoly, bassza meg.
But this is neither the time nor the place.
Not good enough, Igor. I'm serious.
I'm serious too. We don't know what's behind that door. Semenov wanted me here for a reason, and it wasn't to destroy Chernobylite. So I promise you, once we see this through, I'll do everything in my power to help.
Say it. To save my team.
To save your team.
Okay. That's good enough for me. I'm glad we understand each other.
All right, I'll be back. Keep an eye on Tanya.
Sure. I just hope you don't screw things up and get us all killed. Again. I'm tired of this carousel of madness.
Köcsög Oliver, geci. Hát... Már izét megölte akkor? Van. Azt hittem, hogy őt legalább kinyírta. Volt benne kurázsi.
You took your time, Igor.
Cut the crap. It's time you gave me some answers.
Yes, we'll get to that. But since this is our last meeting, I want to ask you a question first.
Fine. Just make it quick.
What do you really hope to achieve, Igor?
Isn't that obvious? I want to save Tatiana.
You may find this surprising, but our goals are actually aligned.
How's that?
We were both going after the same thing, but this whole time we've been chasing someone else's agenda without knowing it. Chernobylite's agenda.
Come on, man. I've come too far to be fed a line of bullshit.
Let's start from the beginning. Do you know who I am?
I sure do, Boris. You were my closest friend until you decided to betray me. To take Tatiana from me.
Boris is dead. I killed him on that fateful night. April 26th, 1986. And took his identity. Good riddance. He was a treacherous piece of shit.
You took it? Why?
The more important question The question you somehow failed to ask yourself all this time is, who are you? Because you're not Professor Igor Kiminyuk. You never were. I am Igor Kiminyuk. I only changed my name to protect you and your mother.
Protect me? How? By trying to kill me at every turn?
If I wanted to kill you, I would have done it the first time we met at the power plant.
Will you quit talking in fucking riddles?
The truth is hard to swallow, I know. It was hard for me too. You are me. Tatiana isn't your fiancée. She's mine. Everything you know about her, everything you remember, none of it is yours. You're living someone else's life. My life. You are my clone, sort of. You got my body, my brain, my skills, and most importantly, my memories from before the Chernobyl disaster.
What are you saying? How is that even possible?
Tatiana was sterile. That was our personal tragedy. But when Semenov imprisoned her after the Duga fiasco, she fell pregnant. At first, I thought Boris was the father, and I was angry with her. But that was another of Semenov's lies. He needed me to stay on the project and study Chernobylite, so he injected Tanya with the nano solution. What happened next was, I don't know what to call it, an immaculate conception. She gave birth to a boy, you. You grew much more quickly than other kids, but your mind didn't seem to follow. It was different somehow. The Chernobylite no doubt affected you in unpredictable ways. I never really considered you my son. You scared the shit out of me. I didn't know what to do with you. But it was obvious that Semenov would incorporate you into his experiments. Or maybe cut you open and rummage around inside.
Azt megérti, mi ez a történet? Beteg állat.
Communicated with me telepathically, even though her body was in a coma. She pleaded with me to release you into the woods, and that's what I did.
You're saying Tatiana's child, who you released in the woods in 1990? But that's impossible. Impossible! I don't remember any of this.
Of course you don't. You looked like a teenager, but had the mind of a small child. I remember giving you a sweater that Tatiana knitted for me. The night was so cold. It had my name on it.
The sweater? I had it in the camp. I was imprisoned.
Yes, it could have been a trigger. Your mind somehow began to rebuild itself. Why in my image? I can only guess. Perhaps you were constructed from Tatiana's desires, from her expectations of a child. Funny.
Ez milyen durva, megegyszer az emberben.
I suspect the process was somehow facilitated by the Chernobylite.
But she's been calling me this whole time. She wanted me here.
I'm afraid you were bamboozled, my poor boy. We all were. It wasn't Tanya who called you here, but it.
Chernobylite? But the images, the voices.
They felt so real, I know. Your mother was your biggest weakness, and the entity exploited that. It wanted you here. It has plans for you, you see, and I cannot allow it to succeed.
Someone sent me a photo of Tatiana and the piece of Chernobylite. Those weren't hallucinations. They were real. I couldn't have constructed my portal gun without them.
Oh, that. It was that bastard Semenov, of course. He wanted to bring you here as well. He never got over it when you vanished. Not that it matters now. I really hoped you would stay away. But it's too late now. I can't allow you to interact with the entity in any way. Only one of us is leaving this room alive.
Wait, can't we talk it over?
We just did. Goodbye, son. Igor. I wish there was another way.
Ajaj. Anyát faszal.
No pleasure, but it has to be done.
Oké.
You're not strong enough to save Tanya. Only I am.
Kurva anyádat. Mi van? Kifagyott? Júj, kifagytam. Anyádba. Jó. Jó. Gyere, bazd meg. Pakolt föl, keszeg. Új. Most parába vagyok nagyon. Ez nem jó. Halunk, geci. Kurva anyátokat. Kifogyott. Val az ákám. 4-es. A 4-es. Meghaltam. Kurván járdott a csicska, hogy dögöljél meg. Bazd meg, ide kellett volna hozni még izét. Szét vagyok mérgezve. Az alkohol. Ja, az alkohol csak a izét. Ez kell, bazd meg. Jaj. Ez hiába lövöm. Animációnak elég fura hangja volt, olyan semmilyen.
I don't need a force field to defeat you.
Az ki a fasz, Oliver.
Told you to watch Tanya. How on earth did you get in here?
Focus, Igor. Look familiar?
Where did you get that from?
Where else? I took it from you. From your cold, dead hands, Igor.
What? Where? When?
In a reality where you fucked up, my friend. From one of the many worlds bearing the brunt of your failures.
Are you saying that you come from a different... that you're from...
This is hell. You have no idea.
Where are you going?
Back to my screwed up world, of course. You know me. I'd prefer to die fighting.
Jó, bassz meg, én már nem tudom, mi folyik itt, geci.
Don't waste the chance I've given you, Igor. Finish the job.
Semmit, mindenki lukakba mászkál. Hány vége vannak a játéknak? 30?
It's over, my son. Close the portal. Cut the connection. Deny this thing away into our world. Do it now.
Ide be. Kéne elvágnom. Azt mondta, hogy valamit vágjak el. Hol a izé? Jó van, itt vannak lőszeres dolgok, igen. Egy pár lőszer itt. Nem tudom mi. Ez gyönyörű volt. Ezzel kéne szétrobbantanom, vagy? Írja valahol valamit, hogy mi a fasz kell csinálni. Írja, bazd meg. Akkor valamit itt. Itt se. Mit kell csinálni? Mi a faszt kell itt? Ezt a... Azokat nem lehet szétlőni. Kell találnod engem. De hogy találjam majd? Ó, geci. Nem tudom, mit kell csinálni, bazd meg, egyszerűen. Egyszerűen gőzöm sincs. Itt mutatja. Ja.
Son,
Assza.
please. It will kill her. It will kill the love of my life. Of our life. Please. There's another way.
Just let me go. I've suffered long enough.
You can do this, son. You can be the man I could not. Be the better version of me. Go through the portal and face this thing. Undo the harm we both caused Tanya.
No, do not do this. Kill me. Just kill me.
Nem tudom már mi folyik itt.
Finish it.
It's time to end this once and for all. If anyone can hear me, run as far from here as you can. Everyone, run like hell.
Bezártuk a portát. Itt van. Én nem erre. Igor! Annyi ott marad.
Thank you for showing me the way. I won't waste this, I promise. Goodbye. You can rest now.
The protagonist never explained to his comrades exactly what happened at the power plant, but he came out changed. The Chernobylite vanished entirely. The zone is now free of it. Igor stalkers drove off the remaining NAR troops and even convinced a few of them to join the cause. Now they're working together for the good of the Samoshels, tracking down the few remaining monsters still roaming the area. Olivier never had the chance to change his own history and prevent the ambush that wiped out his team. Igor's example convinced him to abandon his plan and accept his flawed past. That tragedy, after all, made him the man he was. With time, he made his peace and, in the end, was grateful to be part of something bigger than himself. Once the events in the zone were finished, he sought out Anton's fiancée and took care of both her and her daughter. In spite of his flaws, Olivier will always be remembered in the zone for his courage and grit. Mikhail's life was always full of violence. He was the angriest, most obnoxious man Igor had ever known, but he was also unfailingly honest, both with himself and others. Mikhail's thirst to avenge his murdered friends was his main driving force, but working with Igor and the others eventually made him appreciate the kinder aspects of life. In spite of his rough manner and the darkness inside him, Igor came to like the neurotic stalker, and by the end, considered him a true colleague. Mikhail decided to remain in the zone and join the others in protecting their shared home. Sashko had always been the lone wolf and daredevil of the zone. Life had always been harsh for him, and he learned the hard way to rely only on himself. His crusade against NAR began with a desire for closure regarding his brother Ruslan's death, but Igor's quest to find Tatiana was what kept him going until the finish line. After the events in the zone, Sashko decided to go back to Moscow and face the hard truth about his parents' death. Eventually, he would return to Pripyat, which became his second home. Terracon's crusade against the Rat King has reached its conclusion. When he was drawing his final breath, Terracon was calm in his knowledge that the mission was in good hands. It was now up to his student and protege, Igor Kimunuk, to defeat the evil lurking in the zone. Terracon wasn't worried. He had prepared the man well, after all. Igor never discovered Terracon's true identity. Was he a madman? A saint? A spy? Perhaps he was all of these. Perhaps none. But one thing is certain. Terracon was a true child of Pripyat, and his restless soul will forever wander its marshes and woods.
Nem tudom, hogy
Olga's last thoughts were with her mother and those Samoshils. She had joined Igor in his mission because she knew what it meant to live with a hole inside you, a hole left by the departed.
Olga is meghalt, de nem akartam mondani, hogy meghalljon, basszus, de hát most...
As a troubled teenager in Minsk, she'd never planned to become a freedom fighter or martyr, but sometimes we encounter the person who will change our destiny at just the right moment.
Azért van ennek, nem tudom, 8-9-10 féle végének.
Predictable that way. Olga will always be in the hearts of all the Samoshils whose lives she touched. Like so many before him, General Koslov made the wrong choices while chasing a dream of the good life. War taught him about the cruelty and inevitability of loss, leaving him indifferent to human suffering. His experiences made him strong, but also blind to the serendipitous moments which could have placed his life on a different trajectory. And so his death was as empty as his life. General Koslov spent his final moments consumed with bitterness. If I only had another chance, he said to himself. Alas, that is a privilege afforded to very few. Semenov's ambitions and neuroses eventually got him killed. He was a brilliant scientist, but could never come to terms with the collapse of the Soviet Union. Though not a devout communist, Semenov could not stomach the chaotic aftermath, for it reflected the emptiness of his own heart. And so he chased his green Chernobylite dream, hoping his experiments would usher in a new world order. In reality, what he sought was to fill the gaping void in his own soul. In the end, everything he thought he had achieved disintegrated into nothing. He died, and NAR dissolved. Most of its mercenaries wiped out by either the Shadows or the Samoshils. Faced with staggering losses, the shareholders halted all funding.
Na jó van, hát ez volt, srácok, a Chernobylite Liti Loot. Nagyon sok véggel. Kiderült, akkor mégse Boris volt. Fekete Stalker, hanem lényegében Kiminyuk, akik elvileg mi voltunk, de mégsem mi voltunk, hanem mi. Hát mi voltunk egy gyereke, aki megkapta azt a Chernobylite-ot, ezáltal gyorsan kezdett el fejlődni, meg ilyenek. Akit aztán Kiminyuk, akik a fater, apánk, kitett az erdőbe, hogy menjünk az utunkon. Úgyhogy kusza, nagyon kusza itt a vége. Maga a játék az így nekem tetszett. Valahogy kicsit más véget vártam volna, itt azt nagyon rábízták a játékosokra, hogy akik döntsék el, hogy akkor itt hogy legyen a vége, ki merre, hány méter, hogyan, miért. Hogy kusza. Lehet, hogy úgy is meg lehetett volna csinálni, hogy mind az 5-en túléljük, vagy mind a 6-an. Nekem most ez így jött össze. Mert Tatjana meg csak arra kellett itt Narnak, hogy tartotta életbe ezt a kaput igazából. Aki volt meg ez a képessége, úgymond, hogy ez a Chernobylite kapcsolatba tudott lépni, és azáltal ő tartotta nyitva ezt a járatot. Ilyen a fekete stalker az apánk, mint kiderült. És hát azok mi voltunk egy ideig, Kiminyuk, azt hittük, hogy mi vagyunk a Kiminyuk, tehát közül kiderült, hogy nem. Mutatja ennek a fekete stalkernek a gyereke vagyunk. A fekete stalker, ő meg a Kiminyuk. Vagyis Igor. Úgyhogy ja, ez eléggé összetett. Ezt végig kell játszani, és akkor megérteni, hogy mi történt itt a végén. Hogy összességében szerintem egy jó játék. Aki szereti az ilyen Survivor túlélés gémeket, azokat mindenféleképpen tudom ajánlani. Úgyhogy ja. Na jó van, mára akkor ennyi volt. Köszönöm a figyelmet, köszönöm, hogy itt voltatok. A legközelebb találkozunk. Legyetek jók. Sziasztok!